Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Here in this unit, we are with the last topic of creating frames. In the previous session, we have learned how to insert tables in HTML document. And now we are with frames and frame set element of HTML to learn how to create the frame-based pages. In an HTML document, these two tags will help us to create the frame-based page. So, what is the frame? HTML frames are used to divide the browser window into multiple sections where each section can load a separate HTML document. Means main browser window will be divided into number of sections, and in each section we will capture another HTML document. So in this way, the collection of frames in browser window is known as a frame set. There is one HTML document that describes how to break up the single browser window into multiple window panes or sections. And each window section is filled with an HTML document. How? In this example, we can see that we have two separate documents of document1.html and document2.html. And these two separate HTML documents are placed in a third document of frames.html. Frames.html is actually that framed page which is holding on to different web pages in two different frames. So these frames are actually the sections of the browser window where these two different documents are placed. How we will do such segmentation or section of main browser window. We achieve it with the help of frame set element, which is placed in HTML document before the body element. Frame set do what? It describes the amount of screen real estate, screen real section given to each Windows section or pane by dividing the screen into rows or columns. So the frame set will then contain the frame element, means frame is the nested element of frame set element, and frame is used one per division of the browser window, means how many divisions we have made for the browser window, we will use that number of frame element in the frame set. An important note is that as there is no body container in framed pages, so frame set pages cannot have background images or background colors associated with them. Here is the architecture of the frame page. In frame page, we have the starting HTML tag. In that, we have the head tag, and head is started. After the head, we have given the title of the page, and then before closing the head tag, we have given the frame set tag, and frame set is having the frame attribute. Frame set tag will contain the frame tags, means frame set with the help of column or row attributes will divide the main browser window into sections. And this measurement of the real estate can be given in the form of percentage or in the form of pixels, number of pixels. So here, this is given in percentage, means overall the web page browser window is taken as a 100%, and this 100% is divided into two parts. First part is given to first frame and second part is given to second frame. It depends on the requirement of the layout, how much part is given to first frame and how much part is given to second frame. So in this example, 23% of the browser window is given to first frame and 77 is given to second frame. And this division is done in column wise. And the first column contains the first document, document1.html. And this is adjusted with the help of frame, tag, and its required attribute of SRC, source. SRC for stands for source. So as we have divided the browser window into columns, so we will use the two frame tags or elements. And in every frame tag, we must have to give the document source, which we want to display in that frame. Clear? So after given the required number of frames in the frame set, we will give the closing tag of frame set. Don't forget to close the frame attribute with this closing angle, and also must have to close the frame tag because frame tag is a paired tag. So we must have to complete the syntax with closing the frame tag. After completing the frames of the frame set, we will close the frame set tag with closing tag, and then we will close the head tag and HTML tag because it's a framed page, so this page will not contain body tag. Here is the diagram, which is graphical view of the document described. This is the main frame page, third page, and this page is divided with the frame set column attribute in 23% and 77% of the browser window. 23% is given to first frame and 77% is given to second frame. First frame is actually at the left of the browser, so that's why its name. After this, we can adjust as left pane, and the second frame is at right side, so its name may be right pane. And both the sources are document1 for first frame for left pane and document2 is for right pane. Now comes the attributes for frame set, which enhance its capabilities, features. The frame set element creates division in the browser window in a single direction. This allows us to define the division as either rows or columns. Means this frame set element is used to divide the browser window in a single direction. And this direction may be row wise or column wise. If we are dividing in row wise, then rows attribute will be used that will determine the size and number of rectangular rows given within the frame set. They are set from top to display area of the bottom. And its possible values may be pixel units or percentage of the screen height, just as the examples are given here. Then the next attribute is COLS, which stands for columns. It determines the size and number of the rectangular column within a frame set. They are set from left to right of the display area. Rows are set from top to bottom and columns are set from left to right of the display area. And the possible values are number of pixels or percentage of the screen width. The next attributes that we can use to display the border of the frame border. Possible values are 0 or 1. To show our create the borderless frames, we will adjust 0. Otherwise, with border, we will give 1 value. Then the border attribute is used for adjusting the thickness of the frame border. This attribute specified in pixels. Setting of 0 will create the borderless frame. Otherwise, default value is 5. Border color, we can also adjust with border color. This attribute allows you to choose a color for your border. This attribute is rarely used. Here is an output example with code that when we use the frame set and frames in an HTML code, what will be the output? Hopefully, you are clear with frame set and its attributes. But if still there are some queries, some questions, you can ask. I'm here. In the next session, we will continue with frame and its attributes. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.